know, I was a little bit critical on that bike from the start. You know, when I first tested it in France at Bitchin, or I think it's Bitch at Bitch. And it wasn't that I didn't like the bike, it was just that the suspension when it was put in with the bike, you know, it didn't feel quite right. So I've had the bike quite a while now, and I've honestly got to say that I love it. It just handles so good now. It feels like the more hours that I put on the bike, the better the bike is. Just seems to just be bedding in, just seems to be really flexing. So yeah, I just think, I don't know whether it's the suspension that just needed, you know, just needed working a little bit, or maybe just a few hours on the chassis. But it certainly is, you know, certainly coming into its own. On the suspension, I've kept it standard, but for me, I've had to make it a little bit firmer, just to make the ride just a little bit harder. And most people that I speak to, you know, they find the front forks too hard, so they have to soften them up. But what I've done is I've speeded up the rebound a little bit, which allows it just to be a little bit plusher. I found that works wonders, to be honest, on standard front forks. But after that, what I've had to do is I've had to harden it up on the compression. But now I'm even going to get it sprung differently, just to firm it up. I think that's the key to it. That's the key to the bike. Just to, you know, it's going to allow it to move and to turn even better than it already does, to be honest. A negative about the Suzuki is the weight. Obviously, you do feel the weight when you're lifting it off the stand and pushing it about in the van. The Suzuki just does not feel heavy when you're riding it out on track. Everything's just there up from your knees, like down, obviously, but it just feels connected, which just allows you to move and just allows you to manoeuvre the bike great. And it's just one of those bikes that it's still got a little bit of its old feel. You know, just allows you just to track, stay on the pegs a little bit longer than some other bikes, and just even allows you to climb out of the ruts a little bit on the pegs, which is brilliant. Definitely a fan of the Suzuki at the moment.